Hello everyone, and welcome back to this week's Waiting and Watching. Today we've come out to a spot alongside a river like we've done before, and will continue to do so in the future. We're just walking along. We're going to see what we'll be able to see as the landscape kind of changes. We're right on the edge of a forest right behind us. We've got a scattering of trees, and then you can see that it'll open right up to a big open landscape there, and that's where we're headed. We'll see what we can see out this way. Along the way, we'll stop and look. We actually have already spotted a deer who also spotted us and headed the opposite direction. Fair enough. So we'll just continue on about our way. Let's see what's over here. Oh, we have a rabbit. There's also a boar. Some birds in the background. This is nice. Let's see about how close we can get here. Might not be able to get that close. Yeah, that's about as far. It's pretty far in the distance, but it's not every day you see a wild boar. Oh, we've got quite a landscape here. We actually can keep the jackrabbit in frame. That's different. It's a nice little moment. We'll continue on. We'll stay on this side of the stream. You can see what's around us here. We actually have an American red squirrel tracks on one side. Might need to cross the stream if we're looking to get any photos there at the edge before it opens up. Oh, look, there's a bridge there. So if we needed to cross, we could. I actually think, that kind of makes for a good photo. What about something a little higher up? Wow. Yeah, look at the rapids here. I think we've got the sun setting directly behind us. We get this nice wide angle shot. Wow, look at that. Get a little bit of everything. You get the clouds, some water stream with a bridge going over it. This is neat. You can see some buildings off in the distance there. Yeah, both sides. Hmm. I think if we head, let's see. If we come down here, we might be able to just walk right across here. It's definitely moving rather quickly, so I want to be careful as we walk through. And then up here, there we go. It wasn't so bad at all. Let's see if we can get up to here as the sun is setting. Maybe we'll get a nice landscape. And there goes the sun. That's okay. Right here at dusk. Yep, we've lost it all entirely. That's fine. But a big open, nice wide angle again. Let's do that. Let's do a wide shot here, right over the landscape. We can adjust the exposure just a bit to make it kind of brighten up for us. But that's also pretty cool, isn't it? I think that's neat. Let's see what happens at night here. And kind of walk around these rocks. Take a look with our night vision. There's something there. An eastern wild turkey. Just kind of pecking away here at night. Just get a little closer and watch. The way it kind of tilts its head from side to side to get at the ground. That's really interesting. Let's see, we might not be able to get too much closer. But if we have some lens here, we can go in a little bit. And I think, matter of fact, we kind of have, it's right in that patch of moonlight. I'm kind of playing with foliage on the left-hand side. This is certainly different. Let's open it up nice and wide. Nice and wide here. And we don't want to do too much contrast. We want just the right amount to really lock in the darkness, but so you can still see what's around. And the exposure, we'll touch up the exposure just as bright as we can get it without blowing anything out, so we can try to bring in that looks nice. Yeah. A turkey at night. It's certainly different, but that's really cool. Let's head up this way. Let's see what we can see out here. On the stars. I don't do too much astrophotography in this game, but we could. We most definitely could. Oh, the moon. The moon is always a source of inspiration. Let's see about coming up here. What can we do with the moon tonight? Just take a look around, make sure there's nothing. That's fine. Duck down here and wait for the moon to come out behind these clouds, because I think if we wait, we can kind of set up, the clouds will move, the moon directly there behind them. Well, they're not quite moving the way I expected. I thought they were going in one direction. That's fine. Let's wait and see what will happen here. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. We want a nice wide shot here of the moon over this valley. This is nice. Yeah, we can kind of get a tree in the foreground. Let's keep you on the left-hand side. Let's get the moon up in the corner. I'll move my camera in a moment. Very cool. Very cool. Let's actually see the whole thing here. This is nice. It's a really nice moment. I don't do too much at night here. It's a little harder to see things, but by the light of the moon, we definitely have some opportunities there. People on the trail, of course. Look at all the stars over that way, though. Let's see. I think I want to get a little over on this side. Let's cross real quick. Whoop. Freeze that there. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. All right, your head's around this way, so you're looking now. Oh, the moon is there. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's go in just a little bit. We're going to frame the moon between the trees. No, I think I like this better. Okay. Let's get... I prefer some nice wide. I'm going to take off the blur so we can get that. We're going to adjust our focus distance and the exposure. And this would be a great opportunity to dial the exposure all the way down to really get, like, this would be a good opportunity to blend the photos, right? It would be an opportunity to take this and you capture that right there. So you get all the detail on the moon, and then you bring it in. Then you light up your subject here with the exposure. You take a multiple exposure. Let's bring that nice and bright up here. So we really get that as the highest our exposure goes. I don't need to go quite that much, but if we do something like that, then we could merge these two together to the point where you get that detail in the moon at the same time of being able to see the bird there, that hawk. That's really cool. And away you go. It's a bald eagle, excuse me. I should have noticed that from the head. Now off you fly. Or actually, you had quite a good perch. I think we're going to borrow it. I think we're going to head right over here and borrow your perch in order to sit here and watch the sky. Go a nice wide angle here. You know what? Let's keep us in the image. Let's make it so our hat is right on the horizon line as we look out here. And let's again play with that exposure. We want a good blend of being able to see the night sky fully lit up, but we still want a little bit of dark on the... You need to know that it's at night, most definitely. I think I like this. All the stars in the galaxy. There we are, waiting and watching at the edge of a cliff. Wow. I think that's as good a moment as any to end on as well. So I'd like to thank you for joining us this week. We waited and we were watching. And next week we'll do more waiting and watching. Hopefully you'll come back and join again. You never know what we're going to see.